everyone. Today we're going to be doing prone position, and I'm going to show you how to get from back position to the belly. We're also going to be doing something called tuning the spine at the end. So I'm going to teach in a way that you can do it as you go along just for practice, and then hopefully soon you can press the stop button and do it on your own. So enjoy. This is called tractioning the leg. So I'm going to take Advi's leg and I'm going to rotate it in. Step to the other side. Let her foot rest onto my thigh. And with my leg power, do some gentle pulls. I want to pull to the point of tension and then do little pulls as well. This really opens up the lower back and the sacrum. To flip her onto her belly, I take her arm, I bring it all the way next to her ear. And then with one of the pulls, I give a little bit extra. As soon as she's over, I bend her knee, and that will help to let her hip drop down, keep her onto her belly. I take both legs, bend my knees, and start moving her hips, helping her thighs become heavy, getting nice and loose in the front of the pelvis, and then placing the legs back down. I bring one leg down. I want to make sure that the toes are pointed in towards each other, so with a big inward rotation, I pull and place the foot down. Same thing with the other side. Pull and down. Now I'll start my walking meditation. I want to keep a consistent rhythm here so that she feels receiving a meditation. Here I search for all the different ways that my foot and her foot can fit together. So you will do that for a longer time, actually. For more specific work, I use my heels. So for all the reflexologists in the house, they can know exactly where you're putting pressure. If I'm ready to go into the deeper levels, I'm going to place my knees right in the center of her foot. Maybe that's enough weight. If you feel like going further, you can breathe in. Exhale, shift your body weight forward. And back. Change positions. Go maybe to the side, more into the arches of the feet. And exhale. You notice that I never change positions when I've shifted my weight. So I wouldn't do something like now move my knee. I wait till I come out and then now I'm going to come off of her feet, lift up, maybe a little windshield wiper, for the hips. And then place the tops of her lower leg right onto my thighs. I'm going to do a little squeeze down the calf muscles. And if I feel it's appropriate, I can use also my forearms. Breathing in, placing, exhale, pouring weight. Breathing in, placing, exhale. If I place my forearms more in the center, then I'm really getting between those two muscles that make up the calves. So it's a bit more intense, but if you feel it's right, go for it. How does it feel, Eva? Spend some time exploring the backs of the knees. There's lots of yummy treasures in there. And you place both palms above the back of the knee. Take a breath in and exhale. Right up to the sits bones. And feel through your arms these clear channels of energy. No tension in your body. You can do some rocking. All the way down. Now take the heels of your friend. As you come out, you can guide with your hands the heels down. Just slide underneath. Lift up the leg. I like to do a little stretch here, so I place the top of Adva's foot in the back of my calf and just straighten my own leg. I can even sink into the hip. Generally, we like that the knee is lower than the hip so that there's this descending energy. And you really want to make sure that you're really in tightly into the hip crease. Now I can start to explore with my forearm. Doing a rolling action. I want to get into these lower back muscles, maybe some QL over here. So I'm gonna make sure that I have really, I almost pull her leg into my belly, then I can really reach up and over her bottom and get into this. This creates a really quiet atmosphere for the breath to be able to come into. So there's lots of places in the lake to explore in this position. I'm going to move on to a stretch for the quadriceps. So I'm going to move back. I like to stretch so that the knee is pointed more straight back instead of out to the side here. So I'm going to guide her leg this way. And I just start slowly checking at that to see if she's breathing normal or if it looks like maybe I've created a little bit of tension. You'll know if they turn around and hit you that you've just done a little bit too much. If I feel like I can go deeper, just wrap my underarm here and then just lean. If I feel like I can go even deeper, using my back. So I never muscle it, I always use my own body weight. Now, Ba is a yoga instructor, so she's more flexible. You may have somebody that stops right here. So don't expect everybody to be this flexy. To come out, just hook the foot. Maybe a little bit of rotation. Checking. You can feel the difference. Softer, warmer, those are the kind of sensations you're looking for. Okay, so now we did some work here on these muscles above the pelvis, quadriceps lumbosus. And I did that with my foot, so I'm going to change positions. I first feel where I'm going to enter with my foot, so it's right here. There's somebody has like a seam on their shirt, that's like a good sign of where you can start with the ball mound of your toe. So I start going in there, and then I just rest my foot. The front of the hip comes up. Looking for signs of deeper breathing. I feel like the muscle has loosened some and I can go in with the side of my foot. So again, I'll start at the seam of her shirt, but with the edge of my foot. Is that okay for you? And release. So you may want to flip somebody over and work on the other side before you come to their back. So I'll just show you how to bring somebody from the front to the back. Check to make sure that their arm is right next to their ear, and then good. The helpful part is just by lifting this leg up as soon as you can so that the hip drops. Okay, but we're going to go back over. Little pull, and over, knee drops down. Okay. So you're going to pretend that I did the other leg. And you're going to start to work with the spine. We did a lot of work down here, so now I'm ready to start moving up. I said in class that I don't really like the technique of pushing the energy up here, so I really like to work the upper back from the front. I'm going to start by taking Edva's arms, flipping the palms up, doing a little shimmy to release any tension that's come from the neck. And make sure the elbows are bent. And palm the arms. Starting here with the traps. down the back of the heart, between the shoulder blades. It's a really good guiding post are the tips of the shoulder blades here. Between those is usually a really special spot on somebody. You can take your thumbs close to the spine and the muscles and just go deeper. If you have a bigger person, you need more weight, then you're just going to bring your knees back, curl your toes under. Exhale. So you'll notice that I'm really just using this part of my palm, not a flat palm. Lots of deep breathing for you and your friend here. It's very important. All the way to the low back. Very nice. When you get to the pelvis, you can actually do some little bouncing. Really common technique that my teacher Pichette does to shake the tension out of the upper body. Really helps if your friend exhales as you're we also practiced here. So those are really nice ways to detox the spine. So now I'm going to come over to one side and continue this process. I'm just watching her breath. It's increased, and so I'm letting it, giving it some space. I see that there's a place that I want to open a little more, so I'm going to cross my arms. And now I can really start to invite the tissue to soften and release more. So it's a rocking technique. And it's kind of like a quickie, but does a lot. So I go up along the muscles of the spine with either my thumb or one hand and the other hand stable or switching. Thumbs. I usually use my thumbs more in the upper back. All the way down to the hip joint. Feels really good. Pulling up here. Basically just integrating the whole body again into the session. You got specific and now you can get more expansive. So I need to work from this angle to get this side of the back, and I need to move to the other side to get this side of the back. So I'm not going to do that on this video. We'll do it after the one. Very good. You can give the neck also some nice massage while you're here. So really the whole body feels integrated. Okay, now the exciting part where you guys got to feel the spine of each other, a very big moment in your body work path. So we start with our fingers like this. And we're just first going to feel, where's the spine? Okay, there it is. I keep all my fingers together. And I go at the very beginning of the spine. I can even pour weight down, and I do like 5 seconds of squeezing and rocking. This is not what you're used to, the lazy Thai massage. This is pretty much work for your fingers. You go all the way up. All the way back down. There's some spots that are really tricky to get in there. But after a few Thai massages, not so tricky. And then I'm just going back to this technique. Kind of like you're making dough. Now we do each vertebrae. So I squeeze one, squeeze the other. And then again release it. And then I like to just kind of rub up and down the spine. Kind of create some heat, release some more. And then soften. Enjoy!